All right. Hey everyone, how are you? I'm okay. I kind of don't feel good. I somewhat do not feel good. I think it was something that I ate. So I kind of don't feel good right now, but we're here. We're here. I know it's late for some of you, but please come in. Please come in. I'm going to give it a couple moments for people to come in. Oh my goodness. I hope you all have been doing well. Hope you all have been doing well. Yes. Thank you all for being here. Hey, growing process. Let me put these comments up here because I like the comments here. Sweet Ice Silhouette. Hey, Sleepy B. Hey, Ultraviolet Girl. How are you all? Listen. Yeah, I think it was something that I ate. You know, have you ever bought food and then, you eat some and then you're not hungry anymore, so you put it away to come back to it? Yeah, that was like 3 days ago. I think I just had some salad that kind of went bad. I threw it away, but I think that's what made me feel a little upset right now. And I had this whole thing I wanted to go over with you all today, but baby, I'm not feeling good. So we're gonna chat and chill right now, and then we'll get to the other content probably tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm about to get them little antacid pills and just take a couple of them. Cause baby, the way my stomach was sounding like gym shoes in a dryer. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, let me give you some Tums real quick. Let me get some Tums. Oh, let me get two of these. Yeah. Okay, so let me chew up these Tums real quick. But yes, come on in, my beloveds. All right. As I chew these Tums, I will also say hi. CBB said, I hate when food disagrees with me, girl. Yes. Hey, sexy. Miss Anonymous. You said you felt that way with some Korean food you had Friday? Oh, no. And the Korean kimchi is really good for you because it's fermented, really good for your gut health. But listen, I don't know what else they did to your food. Yeah, I'm not the one to be sick, but I shouldn't have eaten it, but you don't want to waste money, right? Like, yeah, got had my kava. A lot of people shit on kava. I like kava. Okay, I love my build your own salad at kava. Okay, and that's what I was picking at not too long ago. I had a good salad bowl too. It was spinach, lentils, avocado, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers. I had chicken. I had lamb. I had all types of good stuff in that kava bowl. But, I just decided to throw the rest of it away, which I'm really sad about because it's kava. The meat was extra oily. Yeah, I understand that. Too much oil can when you get older, when you're younger, your guts can allow you to do anything. When you get older, you be out here like, oh man, that looks so good. That's gonna fuck my stomach up. Right? When you get older, I don't know what be happening when you get older, but that iron stomach of the past, no ma'am. Mm-mm. Be like, that's gonna fuck my stomach. But I hope you're feeling better. And then while I sit here with y'all, let me open up my Amazon packages. Let me open up my Amazon. What is this? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me open up my Amazon packages. Yeah, y'all. So, anywho, a lot has been going on. Not nasty Oreos. Oh no, that sounds terrible. And also, I think my stomach was a little messed up because I didn't really eat today because I was so busy. I really didn't eat today. So, I really didn't eat today. So, hold on one second. Let me go downstairs and grab my purse and I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, I hope everybody is feeling better. I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. Mr. Hulu ain't here. He's on a evening work happy hour with the newest employee that he hired and the rest of the gang at work. I will tell you that I do not miss those kinds of things at all. You know, like when you work and, oh, they want to do happy hour. Oh, they want to, let's do this after work with the employees, with your fellow team members. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, I always hated that when I did work corporate, because I am not someone that's out here to play the game. I do not care. And that was always my problem, like when I worked, because it was just like, baby, I don't care about this shit. I do not care about none of this shit. You know why I'm here. I'm here to work and then you pay me. Like that's it. So, I'm glad y'all feeling better. Okay, y'all. Listen. Sorry, opening my Amazon box. Listen. One thing I will say is that the news stories are news storying. And if you have not seen my post, please go and add your question to the hantavirus, however they want to call it. Please go and add your question to the hantavirus post, because I am absolutely going to take your questions and answer them as it pertains to the hantavirus. Okay? So, if you have a question about the hantavirus, or is it a scam, or what's going on, or is this the new bullshit the quote unquote powers that be are gonna come up with, go ahead and get your question in now. Get your question in. Hey, Dimples Wimples. Hey, girl. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. I am so serious. Dimples Wimple said, "Yep, I will tell a bitch in a second. I don't give a fuck about this job or the listen. Listen. I was about to say something real slightly vulgar. And I've been a little spicy lately, but that's okay. But yeah, I don't care about this shit. That's why I was never like a salesperson. I was never a salesperson because I'm not trying to sell nobody. I'm not trying to force or sell anybody any damn thing. People buy what they want. If I say, "Hey, y'all want to buy this," and they say no, then baby, it's a no. It's no. That it means no. They don't want it. So I'm not gonna try and force it on them. Like I just don't do that. But anywho, please add your question to the hantavirus post that I have on my YouTube wall, because I will be answering the hantavirus questions from there. So I'm gonna do a sit down spiritual reading on it to see, what spirit has to say about all of this. What spirit has to say about all of this. So, after questions there, yes, of course, I have been gone. I really was in San Diego last week, and we really just needed a vacation because a lot is going on personally, and we just needed, like a timeout. Um, we just needed a timeout. It's a lot going on for babe at work. I got family stuff continuing. Baby, we tired. We are tired, but we do what we can. We do what we can. So, let's see what else goes in here. Yeah, so like I said, make sure that you add your post, your question to the hantavirus post. All right, the tums are tumming in my tummy, and it's feeling good. Starting to feel a little better, and that's what I like. That's what I like to. That's it right there. So, relief. Yeah, I really didn't eat today. I didn't have enough water. I know. Bad cue, bad cue. But I've just been so busy. Oh, I've been so busy. Tell us some Hannah Montana. The hunching monoxide. What's that? What that mean? Hey, El Boogie. Hey, Andrea. Hey, CS. I didn't see y'all come in. I'm sorry. I'm like, ladies, y'all know when you get a purse, you got to put all the things in your purse. And my original toiletry bag for my new purse is too big. So I got a smaller toiletry bag to fit in this little purse. And I'm just transferring stuff over. But that's what I'm sitting here doing. Yeah, I didn't really eat today. I didn't drink enough water today. So I kind of messed myself up, but it's all good. Anywho, my darlings. Yeah, hantavirus. Y'all, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that hantavirus is a new scam? Or do you all think that there's something to this? Or is it just really just like the new next scam? I want to hear what you all think. Because, oh, snap. Because I've seen some people say that, oh, the hantavirus this is something new that they came up with. From my research, the hantavirus really became a thing in the 50s. So that's my research. Oh my goodness. CS says, I feel like they're trying to make it something. Sexy RN said, all I know is I'm not doing a vaccine. Okay. Okay. Listen, I hear you. I ain't dealing with none of this. Hell, I don't even do flu vaccine. When I was sick, a couple months ago, the lady was like, you had a flu vaccine? No. It's the first time I had the flu in it was the first time I had the flu in like I don't know how many years. But yeah, girl, I ain't doing that either. Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. Let me get rid of this. It's a no for me, dog. So, but yeah, hantavirus is not anything new. Hantavirus did come about in the 50s. The 50s, like 51, like during the Korean War, 51, 52, 53. So it's not new from what I've seen. It's not new, but you just never know nowadays with something. So, oh yeah, let me put my I need a little small. I got everything in this little bag, which is what I'm supposed to have in my little um toiletry bag in my purse. Because let me tell you something. I was in the airport last week and there wasn't any toilet paper in the airport bathroom I was in. Well, what did Q do? Q took her toiletry bag out of her purse and pulled her toilet paper out of her toiletry bag. And I don't know about the rest of them, but Q was able to keep herself hygienically fresh. Okay, ain't gonna catch me out here. Okay, doing all that. So I keep all my little stuff in my little toiletry bag. Okay, amen. Amen. Okay, Sleepy B says, I feel like this is about to be a new round of vaccine lore. Is that what you feel? That's what you think? That's what you feel? Okay, new round of vaccine lore. Okay. Oh, I got all my stuff in my purse. New round of vaccine lore. Uh-huh. Okay. CN1 says they're definitely trying to make it into something. Okay. Okay. You said they're trying to make it into something. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But so let me just say this. So from what I found or what I have been looking at, there is some okay, I can't leave without that. There is some there is some astrological um energy to this. So, there is. But if fellow astrologers are figuring this out, then so do the the masses, the powers that be, right? So all I'm gonna say is right now there is astrological precedence to this, but as far as what is um the potential outcome, or I don't know. You said probably another travel restriction. Okay. Listen, it's one of the people around here. So I saw that one of them people arrived in California. And so the city of San Jose is part of Santa Clara County. So this is Santa Clara County, and baby, um Santa Clara County. Okay. So one of them is roaming around here. I don't know what they're doing. One of them is roaming around here, but listen, they're saying that don't really worry about it or whatever, but we just never know. We don't control, you and I don't control um you and I don't control, you know, whether we restrict travel or anything like that. We don't control that. The other people do, but we don't. So I say that to say, okay, quit. I say that to say that time will tell, but right now there is, from what I've seen and looked at myself, there is some astrological precedence with this. So, take that for whatever whatever that means for you. Whatever that may mean for you. So, see, why is this in here? Why do I have an extra brush in here? Oh, is this the new brush? The new brush? Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so take that to mean whatever it is that it means to you. So, just something for people to think about. But yeah. Yeah, so but yeah, hantavirus, because I don't know if you all remember last year, Gene Hackman's wife died of the hantavirus. She died of the hantavirus. So it is a thing. There is a recent, I don't want to say precedent, but there's a recent, thing about it. So I just don't know if that is, I just don't know if that means anything. But we'll see. You said it's one in Sacramento, and she's saying it's two in Georgia. Oh Lord. Oh Lord Jesus. Help. So, anywho, we will see. I will do a reading on that to see. I will do a reading on that. Yeah, I'll do a reading on that. How's everybody doing with as far as finances goes? Cause listen, I saw them gas prices when we were at the gas station last week, and I was just like, oh my God, this is it's a lot. It's a lot. So how them gas prices doing for y'all?
Cookie husband.
Hold on one second, everyone. Hold on one second. So sorry, everyone. Of course, the husband is calling me. So he's bringing me tacos. So I guess that works out because it's Taco Tuesday. So he's bringing me tacos. Yeah, I don't have to fend for food. But yeah, it's a lot going on. And I asked you all a question earlier. If you saw my post from earlier this morning, I asked you all a question for a reason. It's because I'm looking into a lot of things, and I know I say that a lot, but when you're looking into things astrologically, it's not as easy as we're just going to throw something up. You really have to go back through history and look at things and check again and compare, contrast, and notice where things are happening in a chart. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, it's a lot happening. I promise I'm going to present my findings once I think it's a person like me doing the type of work that I do. It's a lot to Um, you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you say. Like I said, when you're a person like me that does the type of work that I do, you have to watch what you say. Because some people listen to everything that you say and they hang on your every word, and then some people actually, apply a little bit of logic and just thinking about things. I don't tell you all things to fearmonger you or whatnot, but I do tell you all things so that you can make decisions, the best decisions for you. Um, so yeah, like I said, once I finish this looking into things, I will present my findings. Yeah, present my findings. Yes, girl, tacos, tacos. L Boogie says, I can't complain about my finances. However, it does seem as though it's one thing after another that needs to be handled. I felt like I was being sent some chaos energy for a minute. You know what it is? And I had to think about that too, because it's chaos happening over here. Y'all know that the chaos demon just recently changed signs, right? So depending on where Uranus is in your chart, the chaos demon is causing chaos. Um, Uranus changed from Taurus, the sign of Taurus, to Gemini. Uranus has not been in Gemini for a month. So when a planet is stationing 0 degrees entering a sign, it's like new energy, it's potent energy, and it sends out shock waves, right? So Uranus, our good buddy old pal, the planet of surprises, the planet of things that come out of nowhere, the planet of chaos, the planet of freedoms, the planet of shaking things up is in Gemini. So it really depends on where Uranus is in your chart. And if Uranus is aspecting any of your planets in your chart, that may give you some clues around why some things may be happening. So it's a lot of people. It's not just you all, it's a lot of people, and it's us too. It's me too, which has me dealing with things. And listen, I can't do nothing about them planets. Okay, all I can do is try to, do magic to ease some things. So it's not just you. It's not just you. Uranus has entered Gemini for the first time in 80 plus years. So, Uranus is going to do what it's going to do. It's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to shockwave. It's going to do all of those things. So, it's not you. It's not you. You didn't do anything wrong. Sleepy Bee says, I live in the expensive ass Bay Area, so I will always complain about the cost of things. But compared to some of my peers, T and I are okay. That's good. I'm down here too. I'm in bum ass San Jose. So, being that I'm in bum ass San Jose, which is very expensive, right? It's expensive to live here. I understand. Um, it's not really affecting us, which is good. But I can only imagine how some other people are doing. So I will say that. I could only imagine how some other people are doing. Yeah, El Boogie, yeah, listen. Let me just go on and bring up this chart real quick because I think everyone needs to see. Okay, let me see. Share screen. Oh, it's working today. Okay. So we can see this is the USA chart. We can see where Uranus is in the United States chart. Uranus, when the United States was quote unquote founded, Uranus was at 8 degrees of Gemini. If we click now, if I click the chart for now, and let me make this bigger so you all can see. Okay. So you can see that Uranus has re-entered Gemini, 0 degrees, the seventh house of the United States, right? So, but Uranus is at 0 degrees. So, like I said, the beginning and that ending is, yeah. So it can be a little rough. It could be a little rough. So like I said, depending on your chart, I'm a Leo rising. I have my natal chart rectified. So I am a Leo ascendant, right? Leo ascendant. Of course I did some, I just thought about it. I got my nails red today. But anyway, so Uranus is in my 11th house, right? Because I'm a Leo rising. So Uranus is in my 11th house. So, and the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, so you got to see what's going on there. So, so yeah. So, but it's not just you. It's a lot of people, like I said, depending on what remove chart. Depending on what's going on. So this is the chart for like right now. Like I said, you can see Uranus is here. So Uranus is, just entered at 0 degrees. So remember, I told you all 2026 was the year of planets changing signs. So we have one more planetary sign, major planetary sign change, and that's going to be Jupiter. So come July, I think come July, Jupiter is going to be moving from domicile where it likes to be. No, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So Jupiter is currently in Cancer, the sign of its exaltation, which means Jupiter is doing all of the wonderful things that Jupiter likes to do. And Cancer gives Jupiter the freedom to do all of that. But Jupiter will be transitioning into the sign of Leo this summer. So this is going to be the last outer planet change, even though Jupiter is part of the 7 classical planets. But Jupiter, so this is going to be the last change. So we're having energy changes again, and I've said this numerous times, but just a refresher, we're having this energy changes from feminine, watery earth signs to masculine air and fire signs. So this is the year of the big changes. Like I said, Uranus just entered Gemini. It's affecting communications, travel shakeups, communications, conversations with people, car accidents, like all types of things. And then again, depending on where Uranus is aspecting planets in your chart, that's going to be, the specificity of what's going on. But yeah, so Uranus is here, and like I said, Jupiter is moving from watery Cancer to fiery Leo. So those of you who are Leo risings, when Jupiter gets to your first house, make sure you do whatever you can to not gain weight, because Jupiter will have you big backing. Okay, because Jupiter just expands things. So yeah, so the slower outer planets, Jupiter will be changing from Cancer into Leo. Uranus has just entered Gemini from being in Taurus since 2018, 2017, 2018. And then, we have we had the Saturn Neptune conjunction, one of the big transits of this year. They're still within 7 degrees of each other. This is a separating aspect, but they moved from Pisces into Aries. So, we're also going to have Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid, not necessarily a planet, but it is not responsible, but there's mythology around wounds, personal wounds, things that bother you as a person, ways in which you need to heal. So Chiron will be moving from Aries into Taurus as well. But like I said, Chiron is not like a major planet. So Chiron is there, but Chiron. So like I say all that to say this right here, this double snake eyes, Uranus tearing some shit up in Gemini. And so I want you all to make sure that you all know this too. Remember when, what was it, last week, the week before last, Trump said he was going to like release the UFO files and stuff like that. So again, there's precedence here. We can't just everything isn't a distraction. Yes, some things are distractions, but some things are astrologically connected. So I don't know if you all remember like the whole Roswell supposed alien crash at Roswell that happened in what, 47, 48, something like that. Yeah. Where was Uranus? Uranus was in Gemini when this happened. So it's not a coincidence that we're seeing talk again about alien life, and then Trump is talking about he's releasing the UFO files. Now, is it a distraction because people don't give a shit about it and people want the Epstein files? Quite possibly. But I want you all to understand that astrologically, things aren't exactly the same, but it's like you're not going to get twins with astrological coincidences, but you're not going to get identical twins, but you will either get like siblings all from the same parent or like fraternal twins. So just I want you all to make sure that you're understanding, um like, why are you talking about this now and stuff like that. This is why Uranus was in Gemini at the time of the Roswell. So y'all talk about some. Yeah, I know. Uranus is out here doing what Uranus is going to do. And it really, really just depends on if you have like Uranus is in Gemini. So it really depends on, do you have an afflicted Mercury? Is your Mercury domicile in your natal chart? Is your Mercury exalted? Is your Mercury besieged? Like, we just really just don't know. Because everyone's natal chart is different. Right. But Uranus is we got a long time until with Uranus. L Boogie says, I remember Roswell and I used to watch the series. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix now. Let me see something. Because I think I have that chart. Okay. Yeah. So let me do this. Okay, so I have the chart. So Roswell UFO incident. So we can see Uranus was in Gemini, 23 degrees. So Uranus has returned to Gemini. So this is why we are seeing this. Okay. This is exactly why we're seeing this. So, take that for whatever you will, for whatever it means to you. I'm not saying that aliens are real, but understand when you're seeing certain things come up, there's usually like some astrological oh, interesting. Venus was here co-present. So at the time of the Roswell UFO incident, Venus was in the same sign conjunction with Uranus here. And if we look at the chart right now, Venus is at 22 degrees. Okay. And Uranus is here. So Venus will be making her way around the zodiac again, but understand, okay? Understand, they are here together again. So this is part of why you all are hearing these things and seeing these things over and over and over. Over and over and over. And over and over and over. So, just some food for thought. Let me do that. Just some food for thought. So, don't be surprised if you're seeing things. El Boogie said, "Ooh, red nails on Mars." So you know what? I didn't even think about it. I swear I did not think about it. That I got red nails today. I swear I didn't even think about it. But thank you for reminding me that sometimes we really just do what we do natally. Natally, sometimes we just literally just do what we do. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So have you all seen or been hearing more and more and more about more and more about what's going on with our country and alleged foreign country involvements and things. Have you all seen that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now there are a bunch of people that are out here predicting that the current president of the United States will either pass away or be removed from office. I'm not so sure. That's what certain people are predicting, and as always, we have to pay attention to what's going on, and if there's any news about it, you better believe I will get to the bottom of it, either spiritually or astrologically. So just know I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to a lot of things for y'all. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. Going back to this comment, L Boogie said, she's thankful to know that it's not just her. But listen, everyone should make sure that they're doing their cleansing and their protection, right? Their cleansing and their protection to keep themselves as free from spiritual debris as possible. So please continue to do your protections and things like that. Your cleansings and your protections. It keeps things down. Okay? It keeps things down. Yeah. That 4 for 4. That's right. Please do your cleansings. Please do your protections, your road openers, and your money drawing. Especially now when so many things are changing. And there's a lot of astrological energy out here because the planets are changing. They're doing what they're doing. Please make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves spiritually. Please make sure you are doing that. Because if you don't, molehills can turn into mountains. I'm not saying this to scare you, but it's just like, if you don't clean, you're just gonna stay dirty. Mm-hmm. What else was I about to say? Mm. Mm-hmm. So what's been going on in these internet streets? What's been going on? I really haven't been around. Like I said, there's just a lot going on. Yeah. Okay, so we did see another big news story was Spirit Airlines. We all saw Spirit Airlines just cease to exist. Spirit Airlines and gave up the ghost. And I was just like, okay. I was just like, okay. I mean, what can he do? What can he do? Nothing for us to do. I think and part of that, so going back to what I was saying is as far as Uranus doing things, Uranus entered Gemini. Gemini is an air sign ruled by who? Ruled by Mercury. Mercury is our planet of transportation, travel. So air travel would fall under that. Spirit Airlines giving up the ghost, going to airline heaven. Okay. and people being stranded, stuck, all kinds of things. That was part of that. Astrologically, that was part of that. It is absolutely horrible, absolutely horrible. And I am not blaming anyone at all but the airlines, but let me tell y'all something. Do not leave your house, especially on vacation, especially somewhere where you have to fly and you don't have any money for an emergency to get back home. Okay? This is not being elitist. It's not, saying that people are poor. It's not doing any of that. The fact of the matter is, when you hop on a plane, anything can happen. Those people deserve some type of restitution. At the same time, you better make sure, you can throw $1,000, $2,000 at a plane ticket to get yourself home, if on another airline, if need be. Okay. When you are traveling, you need to make sure you have enough money to fucking flee if something happens. Now, them people, they had their tickets paid for and all like that, but baby, don't be out here and you can't get home. Now, I'm not talking about something exorbitant like, oh, I need to pay $15,000 for a flight. But $500, $800, $1,000, yeah, you should probably make sure you have money on your credit card or whatever it is to get yourself a flight and maybe like a hotel for a few extra days or something like that. Always, always, always be prepared, my people. Be prepared. Be prepared. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And you need to be able to flee. So I say all that to say, okay? All right. I just need for people to make sure that they are understanding the way this world is set up is you will get no pity and you are expected to take care of yourself, even if you had other plans in place. So, remember we were out here laughing at, who was it? Some Dusty that Taz had covered. Some Dusty, where did he go? He went out passport broing, or where did that guy go? That guy went somewhere, and then he didn't have money to get back home, so he was begging his subscribers and his followers for money so he can get a ticket to go home. And it was just like, why your ass even traveling if you can't go home? So it's not elitist. We just make sure that we are adulting properly. Don't take your ass nowhere and you can't get home. You ain't got enough money to get home. Or there's some unforeseen circumstances and now you need to get your ass home. Don't do that. The DR. Yeah, Jay Rello. Yeah. That bum. Yeah. Don't be out here like Jay Rello. Okay. Okay. If you take your ass somewhere, make sure you got some money to get home. One good credit card to get home. Okay. Listen, you said he been in Africa since then. I believe it. I hope he got some money to get home. I hope he got some money to get home. Okay. Have any of y'all been to the DR? Have any of y'all been to the DR? Let me know. Because we're going next month. I've never been to the DR. So it's gonna be our first time. So have any of y'all ever been to the DR? If you did, where did you stay? What did you do? We're just checking some things out. We're checking some things out. But yeah, I've never. It's gonna be my first time. Okay, you ain't been. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be our first time. It's gonna be an extremely long travel day, but we going on a proper vacation with a new passport stamp. But you better believe, monetary little ducks gonna be in a row. Um, but yeah. But yeah, all of that was Uranus. That was Uranus in Gemini, causing chaos with spirit. You said don't drink the water, she got sick. Okay. Don't drink the water, she got sick. Okay, the only water, so even when I go to Cancun, when I go to Mexico, I only drink bottled water. So I mean I drink filtered water here at home, but I only drink bottled water when I go on like vacation to like Cancun. I only drink bottled water that has been filtered and processed and cleansed. So drinking that, and I am going to prepare with some I'm gonna go to the travel clinic, one of the travel clinics around here, and just make sure I have stuff. And they have things that will it's crazy, like water filter tablet, like water purification tablets and stuff like that. So, but I'm gonna get uh some stuff that deals with like E. coli and stuff. And I keep my Lysol, so I'm gonna make sure I'm a Lysol and everything like that. So, but yeah, someone I used to work with used to go to the DR. She used to go to the DR all the time, and she ain't had no issues. So, but I mean, it's always a toss up because people go to Cancun and they get sick. I had some food from a restaurant not too far from where I live, and by the time that food hit my stomach, about 10 minutes later, I didn't feel good, and I had to come home. So, I mean, you can get sick anywhere, but I hear you. I hear you. We will be taking all of our precautions. Taking all of our precautions. But yeah, I don't drink just random water anywhere. Lysol spray. Yes, I'll make sure I got my Lysol and some sanitizing wipes. So, um, so yeah, so I hope I hope I have a good time. But yeah, y'all. What else was I gonna say? I forgot. But but yeah, it's a lot going on. Make sure that we continue to pay attention to things that are going on, because some things are relevant, some things are not. Um, Please make sure you are doing your cleanses and your protections and all like that, because things are interesting around here and interesting out here in these streets. They talking about UFO files. They talking about all the other it's not real foolishness going on. We still got a blockade, Strait of Hormuz, Iran situation going on out here. All of this stuff is, I just want y'all to take it, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves and your families or whoever it is that you care about. Make sure that you're doing that, because there's a lot of strange things going on out here. I'm out here, I got to put the root on some people. you know I got to put the root on some people. I got to throw some demons at a couple of people. Like, they got me out here um going into my left hand bag, and I don't necessarily like to do left hand work, but I will when it's warranted. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, listen. When people do stuff to my family, yeah, that's when we're gonna have a problem. So, just gotta do what you gotta do. Just do what you gotta do. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. So yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, I have a question. Well, I have two questions for people who are here because I know it's late for some people. I have a question. Um, I was thinking about revamping my other channel just to talk about some of the things that aren't esoteric, spiritual, or astrological because there's a lot of stuff I see that I'm just like, I need to have conversations about. So that's one. So I'm thinking about doing the travel blog thing because as of late, since I have moved to California, I have traveled more. I have taken more trips since I've moved to California than I have over most of my life. I yeah. So far this year, I've been to LA, I've been to San Diego, I've been to Chicago, I've been to um Delaware slash Baltimore, and then like I'm flying out on Friday. So I'm going to Florida and then I'm going to New York. So I'm literally flying out Friday and I'll be gone for a week. Um and then I got another trip after that and then I have the DR and then I have Vegas. I hope, literally hope I'm going to get some good airline status this year because the way I'm on these flights is ridiculous. Mr. Hoodoo is probably going to reach premier 1 million miles this year. Premier 1K status for United. But yeah, we might be going to Korea later on this year. We may be going to St. Croix and then back to Cancun. I know at the end of the year. So listen, I'm taking a trip. Would y'all be one interested in a channel where I'm literally talking about things? Number one, and then number two, another channel or some other type of outlet where I do like travel content because I eat so much and I travel so much, and I have things to say. Um, yeah. So what would y'all think about that? Because I mean, I could just talk and scream into the internet void. But if stuff like that would interest you, just let me know. Because I have pictures, I have reviews, I have all kinds of things. Um, you know, and yes, it is going to suck to be them. It is going to suck to be them. It is going to be suck to be them. If they die, they die. It is what it is. Um, yeah. CS said I'd be interested. What would you be interested in, darling? Travel, um, travel content, or a channel where I'm talking about things that are happening out in the world, or both. One, the other, or both. Because I feel like I'm missing out on great conversations or things that I can present to you all because some of the things that I look at and listen to isn't necessarily spiritual, right? But things do tie in. But I'm just like I see so much stuff on the internet, and I'm just like, man, I really want to show my people, but I don't want to change the direction of my channel. CN1 said, I'm here for it. Why not? CS said travel. She said, actually both. You said I watch your vlog. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to do that because like I said, I'm traveling so much. I have all these hotel stuff and all like that. But I just really feel like now is my time to do so. I feel like now is my time to do so. So, but yeah, a lot of things are happening. So make sure you all are paying attention. And this way, if there's something that you did see or you do want me to talk about that's not necessarily spiritual and not necessarily celebrity, but just like some audacity type shit going on, we can talk about those things. We can talk about those things and just have like serious, real conversations. Like, did you all see? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Did you all see that? Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Okay. Did you all see that Florida Representative Anna Paulina Luna, okay, so she's on the GOP Oversight Committee. Did you all see that she had announced that they were going to break out the MK Ultra files? They were going to have like a hearing on it. They were going to have a task force hearing on MK Ultra. And I'm just like, I don't see anybody talking about this. So this is the type of stuff that I see all the time, and I'm just like, why is no one talking about it? Like, I really think like, and I, how can I say this? There are a lot of things that are happening, being announced, going on, but society gives us bread and circuses to pay attention to things. But yeah, there was gonna be and it was actually supposed to be either today or yesterday. But earlier today, 10 hours ago, matter of fact, I can tell you. So at 8:10 a.m. this morning, Representative Anna Paulina Luna said our task force hearing on MK Ultra will be rescheduled for a later date. She says, quote, "We were able to confirm one witness, but our other three witnesses, rightfully so, were hesitant to testify as they have legitimate concerns. We will announce a new date soon and are looking forward to investigating this topic." So this is something she announced. I think last week or the week before last, it was announced that okay, MK Ultra, the same MK Ultra, the same MK Ultra that people said wasn't real, or that the powers that be said that they stopped doing and all like that. So these are things that I'm just like, why are people like not talking about this? Why are people not talking about this? Like, yeah. So, oh, I just found some type of YouTube video or something like that. So yeah, like I'm saying, like these are things that are happening out here. No one cares if there is a quote unquote text message group chat where white women um are giving master classes on how to bag a black athlete so she can have a nice life, a nice financial life. That shit has been going on. But I do care about the potentials for MK Ultra. There being a task force hearing on MK Ultra. I do care about that. So this is what I'm saying. So this is the type of stuff that I want to talk about. Not necessarily tinfoil hat, but stuff that's going under the radar. That's not being, at least from the only place that I found out about this as far as the MK Ultra hearing was on Twitter. It was on Twitter. I didn't see it on Threads. I didn't see it anywhere else. I saw this on Twitter. So I say that to say there's so much going on out here, which is why I want to have like some different type of content on my, just rebranded other channel to do that, because yeah, these are some of the things that are happening right underneath our noses. Yes, absolutely. Damn. Mm-hmm. Like the things that Yeah. So, mhm. So yeah. In addition to that and stuff like what is it called? Havana syndrome and stuff like that. These different like weird high tech ultra secret weapons and stuff like this is stuff that's happening for real. So, yeah. Okay, Sleepy B says your last trip to Mexico vlog was cool. You showed the excursions, your room, and then boom, someone getting arrested on the beach. Listen, life happens everywhere. Like life happens everywhere. And life was definitely happening when life was definitely happening when that person was getting arrested when we was in Cancun. Cancun is a beautiful vacation destination, but there are people that live there, like natives, locals, and baby, whatever homie was doing, his ass got arrested. So, mm, yeah. So, and yeah, and just some other things that I have seen in the past that are coming back up, and I'm just like, okay, like, is anyone paying attention to this? So there's a lot of precedence here. So okay, so yeah, I'll probably look to do that too. So whenever I'm not doing something spiritual, like we can have something to talk about because there's a lot. So all right, y'all. Well, I have a headache and I need to down some water. So I think I'm gonna let you all go. Tomorrow I'm gonna read on hantavirus. So please continue to submit your questions about that if you have not. So I can read about that, and then we'll get into some more content tomorrow. So I should have a pre-record tomorrow, and we'll be live tomorrow. Just to get into things because it's a lot going on, and even with some of the things that are happening right now, it's bringing up and tying back into topics that I was researching last year. So. So with that being said, I love y'all very, very much. I'm gonna get out of here because like I said, I have a headache. My stomach feels better, but I have a headache right now. So let me douse myself in healing energies. So I love y'all very, very much. I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. Y'all be easy and take care of yourselves, okay? All right, I love y'all. Bye.